What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to say right before I get into my thoughts of the game, guys, go watch Everything King's videos. He does a very good job with this analysis. I always enjoy his videos when I watch them. He doesn't get too excited, let's put it more or less. Very thoughtful analysis. Actually, it's pretty spot on, too, but better than what I can even do, I think. But he does very good, very good analysis for the Lions stuff. There was even stuff that I didn't even know about, like some injury stuff. I mean, I just kind of come on, watch the game, come on, and give my thoughts on it. I really don't do much analysis or anything like that of people who are out and whatnot. So probably really should know that stuff if you're going to do these videos, but I don't. I'm kind of your casual kind of Lions football fan. So I would highly suggest watching his videos. I mean, they're good. They're very good. I like your content. So, but guys, let's get right into here. First of all, I want to talk about coaching. I only watched the first half today. Well, before I get into that, I only watched the first half of the game today. I mean, it seemed to be a shit show. At least that's my thoughts. It was a shit show. Let's not sugarcoat it, all right? I thought the coaching was, I'm not going to say it was bad. Let's just put it that way. It was bad, but I don't know what kind of game plan they were going after. Jim Bob Cooter, Jim Caldwell, and Teryl Austin. What and I'm starting to get upset when I say this. I'm really trying not to get upset, but what was the thought process of putting in that game plan? The Saints just seemed to be on a whole nother level than what the Lions were today. They seemed to do nothing wrong. I think they scored every time the offense scored. Every time the offense had the ball, I think they scored, and we only came away with a touchdown and a field goal. And of course, I know, guys, that Breeze can pick apart a defense. I thought the defense was out there far too long, too. And you can't, to me, and you guys may disagree with me, and that's fine. I thought the defense was out there too long, and that you can't have the defense, and the defense has been playing pretty well, but you can't expect the defense to bail the offense out when the offense is stagnant. Why is it in the first half this offense always seems to be behind the eight ball? And especially today, it was prevalent today. Stafford, I thought, kind of hung on to the ball a little bit too long. Made some decisions that I don't think he would usually make, but maybe being down as much as we were, he kind of maybe thought he had to make some plays. The wide receivers need to have some separation too. I mean, you could tell that Stafford was back there kind of scanning who's open or where can I make a pass at. It just seems the wide receiver core, the skill positions cannot, and how do I want to say this? They seem to not get any separation with the secondary especially. Now, maybe with the linebackers they can, but the secondary, it doesn't matter which team we go up against. It seems we always have a hard time having separation issues on the wide receiver part, and maybe to some degree at the tight ends. But that, to me, that was the very prevalent one. And, of course, the offensive line, you can't expect the offensive line either to protect Stafford for more than probably about 4 seconds. I totally agree with Chris Spielman, what he said there. I mean, he's pretty blunt and pretty honest, too, even in the preseason. He's pretty bluntly honest to me. I'm just surprised that Detroit hasn't reached out to him and asked him to be a coach. Because that man, I mean, he would be direct, to the point, chew some people's ass if they need their ass chewed. I don't know. I'm kind of going off on a tangent there, guys. But you really can't expect the offense to, like I said, you can't expect the offense to protect Stafford for probably more than 4 seconds because it's going to break down. Now, I don't know. And in Everything King's video, he says that TJ Lane didn't play. A couple of people are out, which I didn't know who was. I didn't know Nato was out too. And I seen it up here after the Lions lost. I was kind of scrolling through on Google. I guess something was with his elbow, and they put him on IR. I didn't know that until after the game. So and I didn't realize that he wasn't in the game. But it just seems like all phases of the offense, and some blame goes to the defense here too. That the Lions are just a shit show today. I mean. And I know I'm not trying to get emotional, but they were pretty bad. They were pretty bad. The Saints came to play, though, in the first half. They came to play. It just seemed like they couldn't do anything wrong. that defensive line can put their hands up and bat the ball away. I thought maybe some of them they probably should have picked off. I can't even remember how many picks Stafford had, or the fumbles that were, or even just turnovers in general the offense had. I couldn't tell you that because I didn't look it up when I'm making this video. And Brees picks us apart. It seems like, I'm not saying he's on the Tom Brady level of picking defenses apart, but he's pretty damn good at it. I mean, what, they scored 40-some points in the first half? The defense was out there far too long. Far too long. We have to get our offense figured out. And why are we not putting a two-back set back there? Or if you're going to run the ball, put a fullback out there. Put Ebron at the fullback position and tell him to go pound a linebacker. I mean, he can at least do that for the $8.5 freaking million you're paying him, since he has stone hands as it is. I didn't even hear Ebron's name called today in the first half. He may have made a couple of catches in the second half, which after that 40-point first half, I just said, I'm not watching them. They're just going to end up losing this game. They did end up losing the game, but I kind of watched them a little bit at the 5-minute mark, and it seemed like whenever I turned the game on, they were doing something stupid. The Lions were, but the coaching really has to improve. The coaching has to improve. They got to figure out the offensive line issues. Jim Bob Cooter's got to put a different type of game plan into place. Open up the playbook some. Tell Jim Caldwell at times if he wants to conservative, be like, no, man, we got to open up the offense. Put some people down the field. Make a couple of throws down there. Even though if you don't connect with your wide receiver, put it down there so you know you're not afraid to go down there. I thought today the Lions probably could have helped themselves with some slants and misdirections and things like that. At least in the first half, they didn't do that. They kind of seemed to stick to their game plan, and they didn't really adjust at all in the first half. It was pretty bad. I mean, to me, it was. I was down to my parents' house. Me and my dad and my mom were watching. I turned to my dad and I said, "Why does this offensive line have protection issues? They can't seem to protect or block against the run either." There was a couple of runs that Abdullah had that were pretty nice, but more or less they can't run the football. It was just bad. It was just bad. Now it came up on my phone. ESPN had a couple of coming up that they were starting to score in the second half. But again, we cannot be a second half team. We cannot do that. We are always behind. We are always behind in games, and we have to always play catch up. I do not want to see that with this team. We're a far too good football team to be 7, 10, 17, 21 points behind. We're a far too good football team for that. I don't know why this team struggles in the first half. It's really the big thing that really irks me about this team, is they kind of seem to be behind the 8 ball right from the get-go. And it's frustrating to see, very frustrating. Tate at least scored a touchdown, and Prater put a field goal up there, and then they started scoring in the second half. But that's my main points, guys. Offensive line struggles. Wide receivers seems to not be able to separate on the defensive backs or the safeties. Our running game sucks. Pass blocking seems to break down too. Hey guys, I was right there at the end of the video, so I kind of wanted to wrap it up there anyway. But the big things are protection issues for Stafford. Stafford got to, well, at least today, kind of held on to the ball too long. Offensive kind of woes. The defense seems to be out there far too long, which is that's part of the offense. And the coaching issues. Let's try during the bye week to get those things corrected, and hopefully we'll have all of our other stuff in line. And hopefully Glover Quinn's concussion isn't as serious as it looked to be pretty bad, but let's hope it's not as serious as what I think it is. So, guys, let me know what you guys think of this video. Am I too harsh? Am I not harsh enough? Is there stuff that I missed? I'm sure there's stuff that I missed. Put it down in the comments. I only watched the first half of the game, so I hope we can get things corrected. Let's put it that way. All right, and we should know by 1 or 2 games past the bye week what kind of team that we have. So we can't really expect the offense or the defense to do it all, even though our defense is pretty good. So, guys, let me know what you guys think, would you? And let's hope we do better against. I think we play the Steelers next. It's either the Packers or the Steelers. I can't remember which one, but hopefully after the bye week, we get stuff corrected, okay? And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces.